to tell me where you're joining from. Where in the UK are you currently based? Are you based in Leeds? Are you based in Manchester? Are you just tell me where you're currently based in the UK? So use the chat to type where you're currently based, guys. So let's type in the chat, guys. Let's type in the chat. I'd love to know where everybody is joining me from today. Okay, so let me know. Are you joining from Manchester? Are you joining from Leeds? Are you joining from Birmingham? Where in the UK are you joining me from? Okay. All right, so I'm going to share my screen right about now, and then we would, amazing. Bradford, Manchester, Bolton, Franklin. Olumide says Manchester. Amazing, amazing. Thank you, guys. Guys, keep it coming. Where are you joining me from in the UK today? Thank you, Eniola Essex, Tijani Wolverhampton. Thank you very much for that. Can I get more responses, guys? I think Tijani is still the last response I've gotten. So guys, let me get more responses. Where are you joining me from? Now I'm going straight to sharing my screen. If you cannot see my screen, kindly call my attention to it. Okay, but I believe everybody should be able to see my screen now. Right. All right, thank you so much, Zita. Sorry guys, I hope is my screen up now? Can we see my screen, guys? Can we see my screen? Not yet. Okay, I think it's coming up. It's coming up. Sorry about that. Okay. Okay. Sorry, just trying that again. I'm wondering why it's taking time to actually display my screen, because I just reshared my screen. Hopefully it comes up right about now. Yeah, I think it's coming up now. Amazing. Thank you, Uche. Great, great, great. All right, so welcome everybody, from Oluwatosin to Zita to Eniola to Abdul Hakim, Thembi, Olumide, yeah, Uche, Michael, Beauty by Ella, Waj. I think I mentioned Franklin already. Surajuddin, welcome to the session, everybody. It's such a pleasure to have you here with me today. My name is Omomi Victoria Samson, and I'm going to be facilitating the conversation. Thank you so much, Abdulhakim. I'm going to be facilitating the session, and it promises to be worth your while, guys. That's one thing I can guarantee you. So what are we going to be talking about or covering? Simple, the open sponsored roles that are currently in Manchester and how you can exactly apply, right? It is not going to be the status quo. It is going to be something different, a different approach. And I promise you guys, this is something that personally I have seen work, because it has worked for me and it has worked for people that I know also. So that's why I'm sharing this with everybody on the call today. Let me pin myself. I just realized that I wasn't pinned. So please, guys, if you have friends, colleagues, family members that you know a conversation like this will benefit, I want you to invite them. It's just going to be a 1 hour, 30-minute session. The 30 minutes on it is because I will take your questions. If you have friends, colleagues, family members, you know that this conversation will benefit them so greatly. Please do not hoard this information. Share the link with them, get them to join in, and it's going to be one session that they will thank you for. Okay, and again, I'll still say this, guys, I am not here to waste your time or give you another thing that you've heard over and over again. Or Tijani says he can't hear me. Please, can anyone hear me? Okay, so Azizat, please, can you attend to Tijani in the comments? Thank you, guys. Azizat, kindly attend to anybody that says they can't hear me. I think they're not connected to their what does he say again? There's something that it says when you try to join. Yes, thank you, Beauty by Ella. So there's something he always says that connects to audio or something. So maybe he did not click on that. So please just attend to him in the chat. Okay, thank you so much, everybody. Once again, my name is Omomi Victoria Samson. I'm one of the co-founders here at Amdari. I'm a technology leader, product strategist, and I have over close to 10 years experience actually working in tech. I have worked as a software engineer. I pivoted to product management, and then I pivoted to business analysis. all these pivot stages, guys, was fueled by curiosity, inquisitive nature as well. All of this was just fueling me moving to the next, field in tech. And for every stage of pivoting or transitioning, guys, I promise you, I had to build experience. Like for every stage of saying, oh, I want to become a product manager, or I had to build experience. Coming from a tech background, or rather high-end tech background as a developer, did not ultimately mean, oh, Omomi is going to excel as a product manager. There are skills that a project manager has that being a developer did not, give me. So I needed to build experience for all of these career paths that I was transitioning into. Thank you so much. Yes, Bukola, you're going to have access to this recording. I love Bukola's optimistic nature. Like she's already envisioning that this session, you don't want to miss a bit of it. So my colleague Azizat is going to drop a link in the chat for everybody to fill attendance form. Okay, please fill the attendance form. I am not just sending the link to this session recording. I am also sending you a list of companies in the UK that are currently sponsoring. Guys, when we get into the details, honestly, you would understand why that list is important. It's not the typical, oh, list of companies sponsoring that you've heard over and over again. It's not that approach. It's a different approach. It is not going to take too much of your time. It just takes commitment and you would get the result. Okay, but guys, honestly, I'm still going to say this. You guys will have so much fun being on this call with me. I promise you. All right. So as I was saying, I pivoted into product management and business analysis. I've worked across the UK, US, and Canada, and also Nigeria. Obviously, my career started in Nigeria. I've worked across industries like fintech, film tech, and entertainment space. I've worked as a tech, I've worked in the technology and digital space. It was like an agency. So I worked with that organization. I've worked in e-commerce. I've worked in edtech and also agri-tech, as well as marketing and marketing tech. So trust me, I come with so much robust knowledge. Now, not just because my experience spans across all these industries, but because, guys, I have worked in the full cycle, like the full cycle stage of a product. I have worked as a software engineer, I've worked as a product manager, and I've worked as a business analyst. Now, all that experience does not restrict me to just what a PM is, what a software engineer is, or what a business analyst is. It exposed me to working with other departments, cybersecurity guys, product designers, data analysts, data engineers when they need data, right? And all that. So it's giving me a 360 understanding of the tech space beyond just my own area of expertise. I have worked with so many skill sets, so many niches, and that's why I said again, I'm going to be sharing from that perspective today. Not only have I worked with all these guys, me being a software developer, product manager, blah, 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 means I have been a career, a job seeker, right? And being one of the co-founders of Amdari also means I've been assuming the role of hiring manager or whatever title we want to give it. So that ultimately gives me two rich perspectives. Solid perspective of a job seeker, because I have also applied to jobs, just like everybody here. I started as a newbie, zero knowledge about tech. I mean, nobody's born with a tech knowledge or expertise or experience. You just get into the space and you have to build the knowledge, right? You have to build the skill. So I started out like everyone, transitioned into other aspects. But before we even talk about all that, exactly like I said, I started as a newbie. And then building also means I have been able to hire different skill sets across different niches. And that has given me 100% knowledge of what the tech ecosystem is all about, different perspectives. And when I'm not building, guys, I've worked with startups my entire life. So I have not just experienced the perspective of a founder because I am one, but because I've worked majorly, closely with founders. Working with startups ultimately gives you that access. And that is the best and fastest way to grow in tech. Having access to these founders, you get to know how they think, or what's bugging them the most in terms of what they are building, why they are even hiring. Why do we wake up tomorrow and realize that the company is hiring a product manager, is hiring a data analyst, is hiring a what? Do you get, guys? So that's where everything I'll be sharing with you today is coming from. I am not going to give you any textbook advice. I promise you. None of the things I would share here is just something that would be very difficult to implement. There are things that you can implement that I've personally seen work for me and even my friends in tech. Okay, so who are we at Amdari? Amdari is that platform that helps you gain real world experience. And we currently operate in the UK and Canada, registered in both locations. And you can also verify Amdari's registration on the platforms that on the government platforms like gov.uk and also the Canada official platform. Now I'll be sharing the slides with this and you can make your verification, guys. Trust me. Okay, and in the last 2 years, we've been building. What have we been building? Professionals in tech. People who say, I've been in the UK for 3 years, for 1 year, for 2 years. I've been struggling to get a job. I completed my master's. Nobody has hired me. I thought I needed the certificate to get the job, but it seems like they need more. They keep saying, oh, you need UK work experience. Oh, you need this. Oh, you need that. I need help. Oh, I have issues with my CV. Anytime I submit my CV, I don't get called back. I need help. Oh, I have issues with confidence in interviews. Anytime I go for interviews, it's a struggle. I'm either stuttering or I am not convincing. It's a little bit of everything. I need help. These are the people we have worked with in the last 2 years. And people who would also say, oh, I need sponsorship. How do I go about applying for sponsorship? There is so much more about how to apply for sponsorship and how to stand a chance to actually get a sponsorship role. So we'll talk about all that as we proceed, but these are the people that we have helped over the last 2 years, about close to 3,000 right now, actually, close to 3,000 of them right now. And we have partnered with over 40 businesses in the UK, US, and Canada, so that our interns, that's professionals that say, I've been trying to get a job, nobody's hiring me. Obviously, because most times it is a case of proof, evidence. Can you do the job? Where have you done it? Okay, have you done something similar? Can I see what you've done before? When this does not exist, it's because you only took a course. And that course does not build you to have that readiness that the job market is hiring for. It does not build you to have that proof that the job market would use as, okay, we can trust him. Okay, we can trust her. So when that is not present, it is a struggle for recruiters to trust you. So Amdari is filling that gap. We've also, like I mentioned, we've partnered with over 40 companies in the UK, US, and Canada. Amdari currently has over 80 staff members that are working closely with our interns and helping them build the needed experience in the desired tech field like data analytics, data science, business analysis, project management, cybersecurity, which we've broken down into GRC and SOC and threat intelligence. So guys, that's who we are at Amdari, and we currently work with over 170 industry experts. So trust me when I say with Amdari, you are actually in good hands. You are actually working with experts that can help you compress that journey into just 4 months and you land the job. Because yes, the success rate of Amdari internship is always, oh, I got the job, I got the job. And out of every 10 intern who embarks on this journey with us, about 6 of them secure a job within 4 months. Amdari internship itself is for 4 months. Okay, so within 4 months, we have people boasting of getting a job. About 6 of them within the space of 4 months. Some people get it earlier. Oh, I got a job and I'm just 1 month in. Oh, I got a job and I'm just 2 months in. Oh, I got a job and I'm just 3 months in, right? And we have people that get the job after the internship. Not everybody gets the job whilst in the program. Some people get it after the internship, and typically that is farthest, like guys, farthest into the future, just 3 months after, which sums it up to 7 months of doing the internship and after the internship. And I always say something, guys, with the way that I know that companies are hiring, with the reports that I have seen about on-field roles every year in the UK alone, there is no reason why anybody should pay for a tech course and 3 months down the line, 5 months down the line, a year down the line, you're still struggling to get the job because the roles exist. I'm not saying it's because it's easy. I'm saying it's because the roles exist. Once you have the right information, the right support, the right backing, it is super easy to get that job. And that's where Amdari comes in. We provide you with the guidance. We provide you with the mentorship. We provide you with the resources. Like I said, they are not things like, oh, you just have to go read theoretical stuff again. Nope. Everything that you do at Amdari has to do with something that gets you a step closer to getting the job every day. And that's again why our interns have been successful. Because, like I said, everything you do gets you closer to getting the job. And that's one of the things that accounts for how our interns get jobs within interviews, rather, within 6 weeks. Because you're just 6 weeks into the program and you're landing your first interview. How is that possible? Because Amdari helps you revamp your CV and optimize your LinkedIn by week 5. And you need to start applying to jobs that early. Doing that gives you one thing for sure. It gives you the opportunity to already start landing interviews. So all this is not after Amdari, all this is whilst in Amdari. And then one thing that I love so much about everybody who has been successful in this program is they attribute their success to Amdari work experience program. You hear people say, oh, I never had experience doing anything in tech. Coming across Amdari gave me the access to practice. I only took a course as a business analyst, never worked anywhere as a business analyst. Amdari gave me the experience. This is what they have, and they get the job. I hear concerns so many times from people regarding, oh, are you sure just 4 months internship can land me the job? Guys, do not take my word for it. I'd like you to listen to one of our interns. Now, these are some of the people who have gotten jobs. How many of them can I even put in my slide, guys? We have over 500 interns that have secured roles in the course of this internship. We provide you with reference, the kind of reference that makes you look that type where you think, make it, is this real? Can they trust you? Did you, this reference backs you up. It confirms the claim of you being having the experience working here, confirms all that. They want to verify the person giving you the reference, they can still do that. The LinkedIn is attached. So the verification is beyond just a phone call, because who are we speaking to? So they can even check out the person on LinkedIn and they would see how solid your reference is, because the people giving you the reference are also not small in the ecosystem. So now this is Pedro. He got a visa sponsorship job in cybersecurity. That's under SOC analysis, right? He got the job, and Pedro is somebody that relocated to the UK and had zero experience in tech. But I'd like us to listen to Pedro for just 2 minutes, guys, and I'll be back. And let's just listen to Pedro, and then I'll be back. Just 2 minutes, guys, just 2 minutes. If there is no audio, please call my attention to it, okay? Thank you.
Hi, Amaumi. The video isn't audible.
Oh, sorry about that. Let me reshare. So I'm sharing right now. Okay. Much, Pedro, for doing this with us. And congratulations on landing the cybersecurity role. Is it SOC or what's the job title?
It's OT security specialist, but more of OT security. So it's cybersecurity, but in operations technology.
Amazing. And it came with visa sponsorship, correct?
Yes. Role.
Yeah. Let me blow some confetti, imaginary confetti. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank
All right.
you.
So I would like to know how your experience, right, the work experience at Amdari helped you go from being a job seeker to becoming job ready, right? From the mentorship to the project. How did the work experience help you go from being a job seeker to being job ready?
Okay, so for starters, in my IT career, I've been more of a lone wolf. I like to study on my own, do my certifications, but moving to the UK, I realized that I had to change. I knew I needed some form of mentorship, and that's how I stumbled into Amdari. And yes, the program helped. It provided some guided mentorship that helped me determine the road that was suitable for me and how to navigate to the next chapter. I was already in employment, but I knew I needed to pivot. And yes, the Amdari experience was very important, and it contributed to me landing this new role.
Okay, beautiful. Thank you very much, Pedro. So what specific aspect of this internship would you say helped you ace your interview?
Okay. For starters, Amdari helped. They have several services. And I think the very first one I opted for was the CV rebuild. People, that is very, very important. And after the session, my CV got a lot better. I knew I was getting a lot more interviews, but I was really picky about the companies I wanted to join. So the CV rebuild was very, very good. And when I did get called for this interview, they also helped with interview preparation sessions. That was very good. That's put me in the right place to answer, to predict questions that were going to be asked. And that really helped to land the role. Then the experience with Amdari was amazing. We had, I was in the SOC analysts cohort. We dabbled into several projects, ranging from SIM analysis, we're building VMs and doing malware analysis. And yes, I mentioned that during my interview, and yes, it really did help.
Okay.
All right. So yeah, thank you so much, guys. I hope you heard everything he said. I hope you heard everything he said. Can I see your thumbs up, guys? Can I see your thumbs up? You heard him, you heard him, you heard him. Can I see your thumbs up? I'm not sure I'm seeing any thumbs up. Okay, thank you, Abdullah Kim. Thank you. Amazing. Thank you, Eniola. Thank you, Esho, Surajuddin, Uche. Amazing. So that is Pedro's story. The project he worked on, he talked about it in the interview. Beyond any reasonable doubt, they would believe him. They would understand that he has done it somewhere because he has proof, he has the stories to back it up. So it's not just about saying, I learned. And for Laura also, in fact, Laura's story is quite interesting. For Laura, she got the job within a month. And she got the job within a month because she was able to 100% articulate the value that she was bringing to the table. And for Darlington also, it was quite similar story to Pedro. He also got the job. By the way, guys, everybody's video is attached to this slide, so you can watch their videos after this session. So I'm going to be sharing my slide as well as this session recording and the list of companies in the UK that have the history of sponsoring because they've sponsored people before. The kind of companies you should focus on. Should you focus on the big companies or the startups? Are the startups really sponsoring, or is just going to be another waste of time? We'll take a look at all that. But I have this list, and it's again so that you focus on exactly what is going to give you the desired result. Again, the same thing with Faith. All of them, their videos are linked here. You can listen to their story, exactly how Amdari internship helped them. For Faith, she interned with us as a business analyst. Guys, her first interview was how she got the job. Her first ever interview. And she never worked as a business analyst before. The story was shared during the activation summit that we had for our outgoing interns from before. From our incoming interns, right, from July 4th. Then for Jerry, he got a job in the UK, second month into the internship. But guess what? One interesting thing about Jerry's story is he moved to Canada this year. Jerry did not have to retake the internship. He did not have to start from the scratch again and go through the whole pain of, oh, you need Canada experience. He simply used Amdari work experience and he got the job. He got the job within 2 weeks of moving to Canada. That was clearly stated in his reference letter. And guys, for everybody on this call who has moved to another country, you know it doesn't take 2 weeks to break in. It takes longer than 2 weeks to actually break in. So like I said, everybody's video is attached, and I would love for you to listen to all of them after the session. So what are we going to be covering on the call today? Why immigrants in the UK struggle to land sponsorship jobs, and the best places to take a look at, okay, when job hunting, as well as how you can leverage your past experience. Like I said earlier, a lot of people would say things like, oh, I have no experience working in tech, I have no this, I have no that. How do I get a job in the UK? Exactly how you can do that, I would also share. And then Amdari's work experience program and how you can get started today. Now, before we dive into the jobs and how you can apply to them, let's even take a look at some statistics. Now, when we talk about job vacancies, we see it as an opportunity to leave our current job, to increase our earning power, to have a more flexible working hour, right? To have more time for family. So maybe your current job is on site, it's care job, it's shift job. It is taking a toll on you. You're not liking it. You're not enjoying it. You want something better, something more flexible. So you decided to go for a tech program because you heard so much about how flexible tech is, how you can work remotely, how you can work hybrid, how companies are hiring for data analysts, project managers, business analysts. You hear all of these good things about tech, and then you decide to invest in enrolling and taking a course. You do that, but a year later, you're still struggling to get the job. If this is a familiar story, guys, can I see your thumbs up? 3 months later, you're still struggling to get a job. 6 months later, it's still a struggle. But that wasn't what you were told. Thank you very much, Adikemi. You were told that recruiters are hiring for tech professionals. Take a course, you will be hot cake, you'll be employable, you'll be this, you'll be that. But now the reality is saying something totally different. Thank you, Prince. The reality is saying something totally different. What exactly is wrong? Where is there a misalignment? Because it is a misalignment, guys, right? So where is there a misalignment? And then Omom is coming to this session again and saying there are over 178 vacancies in the UK alone. Sorry, guys, not vacancy, by the way. I'm talking about unfilled roles every year. This is not just 2025. This is year in, year out, right? Year in, year out, there are unfilled roles in the UK, and based on average calculation, we got 178 from a report by UK Digital Strategy. Right now, 85% of immigrants leave the UK after their masters because they could not get a job that sponsors them. While we have people that still stay back, right? Some people leave because, okay, I really don't like this job that is offering to sponsor me, and I don't want to have to do this, right? So they would leave for so many reasons. We're either not getting the job, or we're leaving, or we're struggling to get sponsorship. Whatever the case is, how exactly can you get the job? Now, if I say that thousands of vacancies exist, what I just showed us, on-field role data, not even vacancy data, guys, on-field role data. So if I'm making this assertion that we have thousands of roles existing, how then can you find them? Now, guys, this is not how to find them alone. This is about how you can also impressively get the job. Getting the job is not about being eligible. No, it's about being competitive. Are you worth the risk? Are you worth the cost? Sponsorship is not free. They will spend money to sponsor you, right? Now that the ILR is even longer than before, it already tells us one thing for a fact. It costs more to remain in the UK. So how do you make yourself worth any cost? You have to be competitive. It's not just about, oh, I have the certificates. Do you know how many people have the certificate? Oh, I have the CV. Many people have the CV also. So it's not about being, what's it called now? It's not about being eligible, right? Because all the certificates, all of that, yes, it helps you check the box of an entry-level person, but right now the requirement has gone up a notch. Right? They require more. So entry-level position is not just CV certificate. It's now work experience inclusive, right? Proof of work, portfolio, problem solved, and ability to replicate the same here. So when you see the vacancies, you see an opportunity to get sponsored, to get a better pay, to earn something above threshold, to remain in the UK. That's what you see. But they, the hiring managers, the people making the post, see an opportunity to fix a problem. It can be a skill gap problem. It can be a problem that has to do with inefficiency. It can be a problem that has to do with a vacant role because somebody resigned. Whatever the case is, a company hiring is a company that has an internal problem, and nobody within the team is in that capacity to solve that problem. So they put out the word. And I always tell people, companies don't hire because they want to spend more money. I would not say I'm hiring a data analyst because, oh, it would be so fancy for my company to have a data analyst. Oh, I need a project manager because it would be so cool to have a project manager in our company. No. If I put out a vacancy today for a project manager, guys, it's because my company needs a project manager. Probably because there is an inefficiency problem, there is a skill gap, or there's just something not working, ownership related or whatnot. Let me paint a scenario for you. I own an agency, right? Or a product-led company. I have developers in my company. Whether I'm a startup or a scale-up, it doesn't matter, but this is my team. Now, my team told me a few days ago, or no, a few weeks ago, say 7 weeks ago, that they will be done building the websites that we currently are working on in 3 weeks. This is week 7. My team is not done building the website. We're wasting money or we're losing money, or both, right? We're going to lose clients if we're like an agency because we promised the client a particular time. Guys, why are we taking too long? You guys told me you'd be done in 3 weeks. I reached out to you guys in the 3rd week. You guys had barely scratched the surface, right? 5 weeks into this project, you guys had so many bugs that I'm realizing when you said, oh, we've shipped, I'm testing, and I'm seeing so many bugs. But this is week 7. And I cannot say that we have enough to even go live and say, oh, we have an MVP. We still do not have an MVP. I don't think the way we're working is really, really efficient. HR, please, I need a project manager. I need somebody that is going to manage my development team. I need somebody that would test projects as they go. I need somebody that would meet with the team, maybe stand-up meeting or facilitate Scrum sessions every day or every 2 days or every 3 weeks or however they want to plan their sprints, right? I need somebody that would test the platform, take a look at the UI before they even start building, because these are things taking time. Guys, I'm venting my frustration to HR, telling her, I need somebody that can do this, blah, blah, blah. I am spelling out the job description. As I say this, as I do this, as I express myself, I'm literally telling the HR exactly who I need. That is the job description of the person we're about to hire. HR puts that on the job board. Now you see it on the job board and opportunity for me to get a job in project management. I took a course a few years ago, but have you worked with developers before? Now you might say, okay, it starts somewhere, it starts one day, right? Yes, I agree with you. It starts somewhere, it starts one day. But do you remember why this job is on the job board in the first place? That CEO is frustrated. His team is taking time. Now you are fresh out of boot camp, or you went to boot camp, graduated 3-5 months ago, or even 10 months ago. Let's not talk about the fact that information retention would have dropped. Let's not bother about that. Let's talk about the fact that you've never worked with developers. You would need time to understand how that works, to understand communication. Mistakes will happen. Mistakes that are normal, very natural, because we are just getting started. I am just doing this for the first time. Oh, so when the developer said, oh, okay, I see. All of that realization is taking time. Remember, the essence of these people hiring is the development team is already taking time. Now, as a developer and someone who has worked as a PM, I can tell you something for a fact. Developers will give you a timeline that would favor them. They will give you a timeline that would accommodate them moonlighting or freelancing. And because of that, they will give you a timeline that is not favorable to the team or to the company. Now, for you to really get your team to be up to speed and very efficient, a team that can build a landing page in 2 days or even a day, because again, I'm speaking as a developer, it's possible. You can build a landing page in a day if it doesn't come with so much functionality or any functionality. You would know this if you've interacted with developers or you've worked as one, whatever the case is, you would know some of this if you have experience. Now, in an interview, that's the only way you can convince me that you can solve this problem that I know we have internally. So I'm conversing with you in an interview. Every question I ask you, as the hiring manager or the CEO or the line manager that you most likely will work with, I'm asking you the questions that will help me weigh the capacity of what you're bringing on board. Because remember, I know the problem we have internally. I understand the pain point that we have. So I'm going to be using that knowledge to try and get you to reveal your capacity or your strength, right? And from that, your story and narration will easily give you away. Either it gets me to say, aha, we found our guy, or it gets me to say, nah, I don't think this person is job ready. I don't think this person, let me not use the normal terminology of, oh, job ready. I don't think this person can do the job. I don't think this person is ready. Those statements, right? So Avoid relying on, oh, I have my CV, oh, I have my degree, oh, I have my certificate, oh, let me apply to this job board, LinkedIn, Indeed, as many as I can do. I know that one will I mean, it's a numbers game, right? Yes, it's a numbers game. But remember that the number in this case is, oh, apply to so many, get an interview. What if you eventually get the interview? How do you convince them? Confidence is not just about you being confident in speaking, locking eyes, blah, blah, blah. No, it's also about them being confident in bringing you on board. Can I bring Kemi on board and trust that Kemi can do the job for me? Can I do the same with Thembi? Can I do the same with Zita, right? So what you need is so much more than certificates, because honestly, apart from the fact that these things don't work alone, right? Even if the competition is not there, apart from the fact that it does not work alone, another thing is it does not show that you can solve the problem. It does not make you competitive because more people are applying to the same role as you. Why should I pick you? I have Tori. I have Eniola. Oh, by the way, Tori, you're my namesake. Mine is Victoria, though. I guess yours is Victory. So we have different people like that applying to the same job. Now, if that's the case, how exactly do you stand out and make them pick you? You go on LinkedIn, 500 people already applied. You go on Indeed. Maybe that doesn't have the stamp of the people applying, but you know that the same way you saw it, other people saw it, guys. Other people saw it. And when they see it, they apply. And you cannot tell anybody to shrink. You can only control yourself. And what you can control, definitely please go as high as you can. So do not settle. The bar is not high. The bar is not high. Honestly, a lot of people take the course and they relax. I've taken the course. A lot of people stop at that level. And when people say, oh, the job market is saturated, from what angle are we defining saturation? Are we defining it from the angle of people who have all taken the course, or we're defining it from people that can actually do the job? Because when we say people that can actually do it, no, it's not saturated. But when we say from people that have taken the course, oh my God, yes, it's saturated. We have thousands of people graduating from tech programs every year from different countries. Do you know how many edtech companies exist? Loads of them, like loads and loads of them. And many people are graduating from these programs. Or how many internship platforms exist? Not as much. How many people know that internship is very important? Not as much. Everybody settles, have taken a course until they try to get the job, and it takes forever. So what is the best way to make sure that you apply? If Omoumi is making the claim that, oh, jobs exist, blah, 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 how you do this is understand which companies are actually hiring, which roles or what role are you suitable for. We'll talk about that. Which employer sponsors, so that you're not just applying without strategy or having insight. It's important to have insight. And then, how do you know which vacancies are worth applying for? Very important. And how you position yourself to compete. Guys, competition and standing out is important. Not fitting, not, oh, I have the certificate, I'm eligible. They need this, they need this. Yeah, I have all this. Other people have it too. But I'll pick somebody that stands out. Everybody on this call, in terms of knowledge, skill gap, it's not the same. We have people that are more advanced. We have people that are more newbie. Everybody on this call has different, layers to how they've advanced. Do you know that on this same call, we have the data analyst, more than 10, I can guarantee you. We have the business analyst, again, more than 10. We have the project managers, more than 10. Imagine all applying to one job, one company. One person gets picked, right? So who is that person and how can you be that person? So that's where important questions like, what do you need to land a job in the UK comes in? What exactly do you need? Simple skills. Like I said, this session is not about saying, oh, this is the problem, this is why people. I was watching a video and this person went on and on breaking down a particular issue. And the comment section was filled with, okay, how do we solve this problem? Because you just defined, we could have gotten definition on Google, we could have gotten definition on ChatGPT. How do we solve this problem? This session is not that. This session is not just saying, oh, this is the problem. We're looking at exactly how to solve the problem. And I said something earlier. This is something I personally did that worked for me. And I'm sincerely sharing this with you, not just as the co-founder of Amdari, but imagine a big system.
Lost your voice.
Sorry, we can't hear you.
We can hear you. You're muted.
Oh, so sorry. Please, did you just stop hearing me? Oh my God, I didn't realize that I was muted. I think he just muted me. Okay, so sorry, guys. So as I was saying, right, I said, what do you need today to land a job in the UK, right? Because at the end of the day, getting a job is not just about, oh, I have the certificate, like we said, right? So, and one thing I want you to realize is everything I'll be sharing on this call today is not based off, oh, this is the problem, this is the problem. What exactly is the solution to this problem? That's what you would get. And one of the things I'd like us to identify in terms of how to land a job is the skills you need, the experience, and the employability. I'm hiring because I need this person, not because it would be so cool to have this person. Oh, I mean, as a startup, we should have a cybersecurity analyst. We're not hiring because it would be nice to have one. We're hiring a cybersecurity analyst because we have a genuine need for a cybersecurity analyst on my team, right? So, one honest question I would like to ask, guys, and please use the chat to respond, okay? What skills do you have in your desired career path? Now, this is how I want you to respond. Project manager, then list the skills you have. Data scientist, list the skills. Please use the chat. I'm going to be reading in the chat today. So it's not just, oh, do you have data science skills? Do you have, we already know that most likely you've taken a course in this career path. So tell me the skill you know, and it's a skill you believe should get you a job. Please use the chat to type it in. All right. I'd really love for you guys to indulge me in this exercise. These 3 questions, they are like our exercise on this call. So please, guys, indulge me and use the chat. I'm sure some people are already typing because I feel like it's going to be a little bit of typing, but please use the chat. What skills do you have in your desired career path? Yes, Uche, data science, but what data science skill do you have today that will make me say, I want to bring Uche on board my team? I want Uche to work with my team as a data scientist. What skill do you have that would make me say that, guys? So please use the chat to type it. No right or wrong answers, guys. We just want to have a conversation, okay? Predictive analysis, model deployment, amazing. Oluwamayowa, healthcare and operations data analytics. So please type the skills, Oluwamayowa. Tori says business analysis, Power BI, and a bit of Excel. Okay, thank you very much, Tori. Can I get more responses? Whilst that is coming in, another thing I would like us to, none for today. Okay, that's fine today. So for experience, right? I'd like to know if you have UK related experience linked to that career path. So I've seen someone like Oluwamayowa say healthcare and operations data analytics. I've seen BA from Tori. I've seen project management from Adikemi. I've seen Thelma type HR and recruitment. I've seen Abdullah Kim type cybersecurity. I've seen Oluwamayowa. Okay, Oluwamayowa, I mentioned your name already. So guys, please, do you have experience linked to this career path? Uche as well. Do you have experience? Yes, this one is a yes or no answer. Do you have UK work experience linked to being this person, a data scientist, a project manager, all the career paths, even Uche, data science, yes. Do you have UK work experience linked to this? Okay, Tori says no. Uche says no. David. Okay, David, I'll wait for your response on this, but thank you very much. You said cybersecurity, amazing. GG04 says finance, amazing. No UK experience for Abdullah Kim. Amazing. Thank you, Okiki. Business analysis, consulting skills, product management skills, beautiful. Power BI, Excel, amazing. Somewhat did an internship. Okay, Adekemi, that's perfect. That's perfect. Okay, thank you so much, guys. I really love this. Thank you. So, last question. Can you sell yourself and the skills and experience? It's a yes or no response also. Can you sell yourself? Yes or no? Now, this is about being very self-critical and sincere with oneself, okay? It's not about telling Omomi what you feel, Omomi wants to hear. No. Again, we're diagnosing a situation here, and sincerity will make us diagnose things perfectly, okay? So, would you say right now that you can sell yourself as a PM, as a data scientist, as a business, like you're in an interview, and I say, okay, go, why should I hire you? Do you think I will be convinced? Do you think I will be confident, right? Again, let's be self-critical and let's be honest, okay? It's not a right or wrong answer situation. None of that. Thank you, Abdulhakim. I have tried to sell, but not yet successful. Thank you so much, Uche, for that honesty. Adekemi says no. Ufoma says no. I can't sell myself as a BA. Okay, thank you very much. Mayowa says I have the skills, but I can't. I have tried. I believe you mean I have tried. Okay, Takunda says I can sell my skills, but I need to work on it to make them more attractive. I love that statement, more attractive. Thank you so much, guys. I sincerely appreciate you all so much. So this is something I personally struggled with for the longest time, guys, selling myself. It seems easy. I mean, it's me. I know myself. But then when it comes to the time to really sell yourself, you realize that you're either mumbling or you're not even saying anything that hits the nail on the head. So they're like, okay, I'm not sure. Right, so let's not dwell too much on that, but I love the honesty and everything that has been shared. Guys, I mentioned earlier we're getting to the most interesting part. We'll be wrapping up shortly and I'll take everybody's question, but please guys, I have a couple of resources that I'll be sending across. Feel the attendance for my colleague just dropped. This session recording will be sent. The slides, it has a lot of testimonials, guys, a lot of testimonials and people you can also go verify. Please fill the attendance form so you can get the slide because it is packed, okay? And to crown it all, I'm giving you what you really need the most, which is also going to be part of this slide. The list of companies hiring in the UK, sponsoring. They have the history of sponsoring. They have the history of hiring for your desired career path. And should it be startup, like I said earlier, should it be a scale-up, should it be a matured enterprise? Do not worry, I have all that for you. And it's not something overwhelming that you will not be able to work with. I'm not about to bombard you with too much information and make it seem like, oh, I've given you so much value, but then it's too much that you can't even implement anything. No, right? I'm giving you things I know you can immediately start implementing. So, top 3 best cities in the UK today that have high tech demand. First is London. Of course, because it's the largest tech hub in the UK. Then Manchester, because it's the northern tech powerhouse. And then we have Birmingham. Now, the career path, and for Birmingham, it's because tech demand is growing. It is growing so well, and it's so promising, okay? Yes, Abdulhakim, you can do this. I mean, most of us are Nigerians, but a lot of people on the call are not in Nigeria at the moment. So as a Nigerian, whether living in Nigeria, yes, you can do this, definitely. We have some Nigerians in the program. Some Nigerians living in Nigeria here. Okay, so these are the career paths that is currently in high demand in this location, guys. And these career paths are hot. Like, they are hot because of the continuous advancement in technology. And they are future-proof as well. So I'm not just listing this because, oh no, this was selected based off, okay, what career path can we put together today? And our interns will get successful in 2 months, in 3 months, because it has high hiring demand. It is the ones you see on my screen. And taking a look at city after city, it was validated that these cities actually have great hiring demand. And I'm going to link the reports to this so you can read more about this at your leisure time after this session, obviously. So these career paths are in high demand in these locations, and that's why Amdari itself deliberately focused the internship on this career path. So your time to hire is short. Okay, your time to hire is short. Time to hire typically for an Amdari intern is 2 months. On average, time to hire for an Amdari intern is, let's say, 2 to 3 months. Okay, so why did I select Manchester for today's conversation? Why did I not pick London? Why did I not pick Birmingham? I mean, I did top 3, right? That's because first, I said something earlier. I don't want to overwhelm you with information. I want to give you things that you can immediately start implementing. And London, yes, it's the biggest tech hub. Yes, a lot of eyeballs are there, but there are other cities that you can also look into for remote roles. And they are Manchester, Birmingham, Leeds is also there. I think Leeds is like top 4 or top 5, right? These are cities that you can easily apply to. Now, for Manchester, it has established itself as one of UK's fastest growing technology centers. Now, there is also strong demand for tech talent, and there is a significant investment in digital infrastructure. So being there, you can easily get a job, even with a company that is not a tech company, whether it's healthcare, whether it's FMCG, whether it's e-commerce, whether it's supply chain management, it doesn't really matter. Because of their investment in digital infrastructures, there will always be high demand for professionals that are building tech skill. There will be demand for professionals that are constantly improving and developing their tech skill. So let's start with this. For you to start your application process, do you go on a job board and say, oh, Manchester companies that are hiring remotely? No, don't go that route. What is the best strategy to apply to a job? Honestly, this strategy works. That was how I got my first tech job. Let me tell you my journey. I took a tech course, software engineering. I took that course for 2 months. I knew that there was a gap. There was something missing. It was a theoretical. Of course, every course is theoretical. What am I saying? Every course is theoretical. I took that course, and while it was interesting, I knew that, okay, I cannot call myself a software engineer yet. Like, it was a feeling. That's why I said earlier when we were typing, guys, let's be self-critical. Let's not tell ourselves things to boost our ego. No, right? Because the best way to actually win at the end of the day is when we take a look at those little gaps and we start fixing them. So I said to myself, yeah, I know that, yeah, this course is interesting and all. Or am I beating myself up because it's just 2 months in? Should I give it time? Thank God I did not give it time. Thank God I was beating myself up. I knew something was missing. I said, I can't call myself a software developer like this. This is not being a developer. Nah. So what do I have to do? I started following people on LinkedIn. I started watching. I started listening. I got an insight into the fact that people don't just take a course. They go for internship. Because I saw some people on LinkedIn, my peers. I'm not talking people that are 5 years in the game, 10 years in the game. Yes, I followed them. But I followed people that were as new as I was, because their hunger would mean they would keep searching. And that would also give me access to the kind of information that would help my own career journey. So I followed all of them, the senior ones, the newbies like myself, and the newbies like myself gave me the kind of insight that the guys already leading would not give me. The guys already 5 years in the space had their own separate area where they would come in, right? So looking at these guys, I saw that, okay, you're as new as me, but you're talking about projects like this. You've built this, you've built that. Oh my God, how do I have this knowledge? If I find myself applying to the same job as this lady, as this guy, I promise you, I will not even pick myself. I don't think any company would pick me. So how can I be as good as this lady? How can I be as good as this guy? And that was where it started, guys. I would look at things they post, copy it based on Google. I will not even see a project like that. I'll not see a course on that. And I'm like, okay, there has to be something else. Long story short, internship. So I also went on, okay, I'm replicating what these people are doing. I went for an internship. That was like in the 3rd month of my learning. Started the internship, did it for 4 months. It was supposed to be for 6 months. Did I complete my 6 months? Yes, I did, right? I completed my 6 months internship. But guys, I got a job in my 4th month. Now, getting the job in my 4th month was quite interesting. I got it because I had built proof. I had built the confidence, and there was enough to show that recruiter. How did I apply? Job board? No. Guys, I didn't apply through a job board. I sent a direct DM to the founder of the company. How did I stumble on the founder of the company? I searched. Guys, that's why I said applying most times is not about job board, because that opportunity, the life-changing opportunity you're looking for, might not exist on a job board. It might be that you have to send a DM. It might be that you have to show up on LinkedIn, post, be visible. It might be that that's how you get it, right? It might not be on a job board. But when you limit your job application strategy to, oh, job board, LinkedIn, Indeed, read.co.uk, that's all you do, you might not get the job as early as you desire. And when it takes too long, you start getting tired. You start settling for what is available, at least to hold body and spirit and soul together, right? You start settling for that because this is taking too long. And that was what I said earlier. There's no reason why taking a course, investing in paying for a program, and then graduating should leave you stranded without a tech job for 5 months, for 10 months. No, because the roles exist. Now, for you to start your application strategy, you start by searching or building a list of companies that have sponsored workers. And I've built this list for you to get started with. Please ensure you fill the attendance form. Azizat, my colleague, is going to drop the attendance link in the chat. Please be sure to fill it. I've built this list for you for every career path I have on my screen today. You can start with that. Build this list. Companies that have sponsored before, amazing. Build the list of companies that recruit talent regularly. See, at Amdari, guys, there is no month that we don't hire. Remember I said we have over 80 staff and we have over 170 industry experts. Yeah. There is no month that we don't hire at Amdari. You would rarely even see Amdari's job vacancy on social media platforms per se. There are routes, there are ways that people get into the pipeline. Now, you need to understand and know the companies that hire regularly so that you can be in their DM, be top of mind to them. Of course, not being in their DM in an annoying manner or who exactly am I going to DM Omomi? It's not just anybody, it's the founder. That was how I got my first tech job again. I'll come to that story. Now, send the DM to the founder or the head of department that you know your role falls under. Do they have a CTO? Are you applying to the role of a software engineer? Do they have a data lead? If you're applying to any data related field, right? Do they have, and even the CTO might still cover every department, whether you're coming for cyber, whether it doesn't matter, but just make sure you do your own due diligence and you have the right information. And this is available on LinkedIn, honestly. And you can use a tool called Apollo. I'd also link it to my slide. It's easy to find recruitment decision makers from each company from just using that tool. It's a Chrome extension. Like I said, I'll attach it to the slide. Please ensure you fill the attendance form. So you build the list of the companies that hire consistently. If you don't get a job in like 3 months, if you try that strategy, I don't know what else to say, right? Companies that hire consistently and they have roles that match your field. Don't get me wrong, right? They have roles that match your field. Like I said, I'll still tell you guys the story of how I got my first tech job. Then build the list of companies that have history recruiting skilled professionals. All of this, build the list, have the list, yada yada. I have created this list for you guys. I have created this list for you guys to get started with. Ensure you fill the attendance form that my colleague Azizat has dropped in the chat again. Okay, so how I got my first tech job, I did my research, of course, made a list of companies. I really liked this particular one. It was now the only one I had sent that DM to when I got the job within 24 hours. So I already looked him up, looked the company up, then I composed my message. I composed my message 2 weeks after I had known that I was going to send them a DM. So I went on my Instagram and my LinkedIn because I wasn't sure where he would respond to me. Was he going to respond to me faster on LinkedIn or Instagram? I was not sure. So what did I do? I said, I'm going to send him a DM on both platforms. Right? I didn't have his email. I didn't know about Apollo at that time, so I could not use it. So I went to his DM 2 weeks later. Guess what was happening within that 2 weeks? That I was plotting and planning to send my DM. I was revamping my Instagram and LinkedIn. I was posting things that made it seem like I knew what I was doing. How did I have the things that made me look like I knew what I was doing? Internship, the project, the pictures, the proof. During that internship, there were speaking engagements. Our interns get a lot of this. There were speaking engagements. That was how I had a proof, like a picture. Not a picture, guys, pictures. I spoke at Google Developers Meetup. I spoke at Kotlin Meetup. There was also a marketing meetup that I was invited to speak about, building websites that are customer or user friendly and all that. Guys, I promise you, building gives you proof. Now, all of that, I put it on my page because I said to myself, what will make this man not respond to me? And I was like, okay, it is definitely going to be, okay, I'll come to that, Akonde, don't worry. So I was like, it is definitely going to be, okay. So I said, it's definitely going to be if I don't have anything on my page that makes me look attractive. This man would look at my page and not respond because these guys will check you up. They will look you up. So I changed my page and lo and behold, I sent the message. He responded. That message went, it wasn't a perfect message, guys. I won't tell you that I drafted the most amazing no. I was new in this entire space, in this whole tech stuff. So that was just me using my discretion and I was using my ingenuity. That was me using my ingenuity and I just did what I thought was right and it played out, right? So I composed the message again, not like it was perfect. I just said, oh, I'd like to work with you. I've done this, I've done that. These are my skills. This is my CV. Sorry, not CV. I didn't attach CV. This is my GitHub. These are projects I have launched, blah, blah, blah. And I'm currently even working on XYZ. All of these things sold me. Now, I was selling myself as a developer, guys. But thankfully, I had done a course in product marketing whilst doing my internship. And I promise you guys, I mentioned that one in passing. Do you know that that was the thing that led to me getting a job? Because they had a developer on their team. So that means that role was not vacant. But because they did not have somebody that has that knowledge of development and also marketing idea. Do you see? So, and this was built in my internship. When my team lead during my internship would always drag me to this thing that has nothing to do with development, drag me to that, I would always be like, this person is distracting me. I don't think I'll be able to succeed as a developer with the way this man is distracting me. 1 minute I'm building a website. I'm not even proficient yet with mobile view and media query. And you're dragging me to something else. Like, am I even going to learn anything? 6 months is going to be over in a few months. And guess what? All of that tied together to make me hotkey, to give me an edge as a developer, honestly. So trust me when I say that internship gives you that access to the kind of mentor that knows exactly what the industry demands today. So you have your own knowledge of, oh, it's just, but then they know that you need more. And that's how we built and designed every internship program. All the projects you work on in the course of this internship is well tailored to make you stand out, to give you an edge, to make you a hotkey, to make you competitive. I've been saying competitive all along, guys. I promise you it's not random. It's deliberate. All right? You cannot just have one skill in this field. Do you know that there are so many other people that can have that? So how do you make yourself very, very, rare in the job market? Have other skills that complement that's your field, that's your niche. And with Amdari internship, working as a business analyst does not mean, oh, you just be focused on working on process map, as if and to be processed. That's all I'm doing. No, guys. What you're going to be doing is also working with developers, also working with project managers, also working with data analysts, implementing recommendations. As a data analyst, you're working with marketing, you're working on marketing data, you're getting data from a source, an actual real source, right? As a, what's the other career path? Project manager, you're managing a real project. You're not just told Trello is a drag and drop tool. No, you have real people that you're managing and tracking their work on Jira and Trello. You have real projects, you have real problems you're solving. You're in a meeting discussing important things, not random things, right? And this is exactly how the work experience at Amdari really builds and equips you, okay? So for you to find the right job, you need to start with the right strategy. Everything I said earlier, find the company, look at their track record in terms of sponsorship, in terms of how they hire and how often they hire, because that opportunity that you're looking for might not be on a job board, guys. So let's imagine that the NHS is hiring today. Now the NHS is hiring. They might put it on the job board and say, we're hiring an MI analyst. We're hiring a reporting analyst. We're hiring insight analyst, healthcare data analyst, data quality analyst, performance analyst. In fact, let's ignore the ones that have obvious data title. Let's work with the MI, the reporting, the insight, the performance, and the BI. I've heard people ask me, is business analysis the same as business intelligence? I would always say no, right? There is always that misconception. Guys, do you know that all these titles are still the same thing as being a data analyst? It is just companies deciding on their naming convention based off the capacity you're coming in for, based off the problem you're coming to solve. I took a product management course. Guess what my first job title was after graduating and gaining experience? My first job title was a web project manager. The recruitment team, actually the hiring manager sent me a DM on LinkedIn saying, oh, they were hiring for a web project manager. Guys, this is your cue to actually start posting on LinkedIn. Okay, this is your cue to show up on LinkedIn. My second tech job came in through LinkedIn. You see how none of my jobs came from applying to a job board? Like none of them. My third job came as a result of a recommendation fourth job, recommendation. I think after the first two jobs, every other job has been recommendation, because now I have a community, now I have a network, now I know people, right? But it just started with one internship, guys. It started with just saying, let me do an internship. And I started building my professional network from there. And after applying once or twice, right, the unconventional way, the first one I sent a DM, the second one, I was just showing up on LinkedIn, posting, talking about things that I know, right, as a peer. And this HR sent me this message. Of course, I responded, but I was like, what project manager? No, I took a product management job, course. No, I'm not a project manager, please. Guys, I said, thankfully, I didn't write it off. I would have written it off, and I'll tell you why. The company I was working for at that time had just sponsored my relocation. I was still just few months into the whole relocation and everything. That same company had just increased my salary. I promise you, I was not job hunting. I was just building the product management skill on the side. And of course, I wanted to transition into that. So I was not looking to get hired or anything. So when I got the DM, I was like, this is not even what I'm looking for. So, but then I said, please, can you send me the job description? She sends it, guys. Lo and behold, literally everything that I know a product manager does, spelled out. They named it web project manager because their company is an agency handling web projects for different clients, web apps, rather, for different clients. So I was literally going to be performing the role of a product manager, but because this is different web project after another, why call you a product manager when we can? Because you're managing different web projects. So that was how they came about that name. So again, companies give naming conventions to job titles based off their own structure, that's their own team formation, and literally everything in between. And that leads to you getting employed in that capacity. So when they hire, they're hiring because they need somebody that can solve a problem. And I tell people many times, when the tables turn, honestly, most people will not hire themselves also, because imagine hiring somebody that is new in the space, no experience. They will come to figure things out. But then the reason why you're even hiring in the first place is because there is so much chaos. There is a lot going on, and you need order to that chaos. And then there is somebody that will come figure things out. That's an additional layer to that chaos. This layer is training chaos, right? Mistake chaos, because that person will make mistakes. That person will forget. That person will not realize that something is important. Take it from somebody that also started as a newbie and was clueless for the longest period, right? So for us at Amdari, we structured our internship to give you that solid way of landing a job in any organization. And these are organizations that have hired our interns, okay? These are organizations that have currently hired our interns. We have United Nations, we have UK Research and Innovation, we have LORI, we have RGS, we have the NHS. The NHS is the highest recruiter of our talents, of our interns, okay? National Housing, HSBC, Manchester City Council. Yes, these are places that are interns. I could not compress all the logos, guys. And you can see that even the first slide, I could only put a few, then I put some here. There are so many companies, a lot. In fact, you see some reference letters that our interns have gotten from companies that have hired them, and I don't have those logos here on my slide. So it's a lot of companies that have hired our interns. And like I said, I'm sharing my slide so you can take your time to also go through this at your leisure time. And these are some of the interns that have worked with Amdari. They trusted Amdari enough to say, you know what, let me embark on this journey, and they've gone on to land a job. Martha is one of them. She took our internship program, secured a role, and you can see she interned with us as a data analyst and landed a people HR advisor role with University Hospital or North Midlands NHS Trust. And then there is Sneha, who went through our project management internship, and she landed an opportunity to work with the Royal Berkshire NHS. This was their reference request. So I'm not sure it's so clear, but like I said, I'm sending the slides so you can also take your time to go through all of this. And I'm sure you'll be able to zoom in, zoom out wherever necessary. So this is Sneha. She interned with us, got a job with the NHS. Martha also got a job with the NHS. And then, honestly, there are so many of them. This is Bianca. She joined our GRC cohort at Amdari, landed a job as a perinatal quality governance specialist. Guys, look at the title. Can you see how the title is just so weird? That's how companies will just come up with the job titles based off their own structure. All right. So you can see the governance aspect, which is the only thing that is connecting the title to GRC. But she's literally doing the work of a GRC analyst in that company. And this is her LinkedIn. And you can see right here on her LinkedIn, GRC consultant at Amdari. We do not refer to any intern at Amdari as intern. We refer to you as a consultant because the structure of Amdari internship is like a consultancy firm. You have projects from startups, you have projects from the NHS, you have projects from civil service. These are projects that you build your bank of portfolio with. So you're working as a consultant for all of these trusts, civil service, or even startups, right? And we've gone on to partner with them, and because they understand exactly the problem Amdari is solving, it wasn't so hard to get partners. Oh, you guys don't always accept interns because no resource, no this, no that. Amdari has built that, like we built that resource center, and we have the capacity to take in interns. Just give us realistic projects. We want our interns to work on real business problems, and it's a case of say no more, and we got that. Okay, this is Abisoye. You can also look Abisoye up. In fact, on Abisoye's LinkedIn, you can see the trajectory when he was at Amdari as a SOC analyst, now working with Royal Devon University Healthcare NHS Foundation Trust as a cybersecurity specialist. As we all know, SOC falls under cybersecurity, Security Operations Center. And this was when they requested for reference for Abisoye. Again, take your time to go through this and you'll be able to see exactly what we have here. Okay, then I have Fidelia, who also interned with us as a BA, landed a BA role with Nottinghamshire County Council. Sorry, I was going to say as something, but yeah, this is her reference, and her LinkedIn is also here. Honestly, you can take your time to go through all of that. You can see her LinkedIn right there. And these are more people from Abidemi to Chukwemeka for project management for SOC. This is also Abike, who interned as a PM, and you can see right here that the trajectory is evident. PM Amdari, currently working as Housing Delivery Project Coordinator with the company right here, with the council rather, right here. And this was when they requested for reference. And this is her LinkedIn also. In case you're unable to do a lot of screenshots, you can of course take your time to just go through it after the session, and you can look them up at that time. So what tech career guarantees that you will also land a job if you join Amdari today? All the career paths that I've been mentioning, because like I hinted earlier, we selected this career path based off, is anybody actually hiring for them? Is this role actually eligible, right? And can this role realistically lead to sponsorship? We picked all of this based off this reality. Every track we run has realistic earning potential that is above salary threshold. We also have the career paths that we know on a daily basis, there is over 200 postings on just one job board, right? For project management, for example, you go on project management, 3 days ago, 4 days ago, a week ago, you're seeing like 5,000 job postings right there. So we deliberately picked career paths that recruiters are hiring for and also have future proof, because if AI is taking over, does AI take over this? Will I still be employable? Will I still be a hot cake? Yes, these career paths are human-centric. That is why they are future proof. Okay, so how can Amdari help you? Quite simple, guys. You embark on the journey with Amdari, you gain UK work experience. Your experience is tailored by revamping your CV and LinkedIn, just like you see, and the reference, just like you've seen so far. And we support your job application process. The interesting thing about the job application process, I will share right now. This is something new we just started at Amdari, and I would love to share with everybody. So you work at Amdari, the consultancy arm of Amdari, not this internship arm. We have, like I said earlier, we have the consultancy arm, and that's so that it's easy for us to have projects from businesses and then have a dedicated team in that consultancy side, working day to day with you. Who are these people? This is you, a consultant. Who do you work with? A specialist. This specialist is a specialized professional in your niche. So if you're a cybersecurity analyst interning under SOC, your team lead is not going to be a cybersecurity generalist. they will be specialized in SOC. That way, you build the needed capacity and exposure that you need to thrive in that job title. And you work on projects from the NHS, because we also partner with NHS and civil service staff members, as well as UK startups. This is how we have 170 industry experts. So we partner with them, and we work with their staff members rather, to ensure that we have that partnership at the end of the day. And these projects you work on becomes what you put on your own CV. These industries span across health tech, prop tech, AI, fintech, edtech, as well as the digital transformation sector, the digital technology sector, however we want to interpret that. And the career paths we cover, I have mentioned them: data analytics, data science, project management, business analysis, GRC, as well as SOC. Now, the employability aspect is where we focus on your CV, your interview confidence, because we prep you for interviews every step of the way, as well as ensuring that you're able to build the needed bank of portfolio that you can use to ace any interview. So the person you work with in this case is the employability expert. This is a dedicated team that gives you every skill you need. Interview prep, it is not committed to, oh, just join interview prep on a Friday or Thursday. No. Is there any program for data engineering? So we scrapped that. We scrapped data engineering, sadly. So yeah, so that's exactly how that works. And then we have a partnership with CV Matchly. It's an AI Chrome extension that helps you apply to jobs smarter and better. What this AI Chrome extension does is quite simple. It helps you understand if your CV works for the job you're about to apply to, if the company is sponsoring. And we have a 3-month partnership with them for everybody who embarks on the Amdari internship. Now, the next cohort starts on the 5th of September. That's in about 3 weeks from now. And you being on the call with me today means you're part of the early guys to join this conversation. So enrollment is on. So it's for 4 months, Ola. The duration is 4 months, okay? So guys, I'll be taking questions right about now, like in about 5-10 minutes, because like I said, I'm wrapping up and we're done. So I'll take questions in about 5-10 minutes, and then if you have any question, you can speak. I will allow you on mute, but you can't speak. You're in a place where you cannot talk. You can type like Ola and if I have done. Okay, next cohort starts 5th of September and enrollment is on. You can secure your spot today with as low as £100, and I'll show you how you can do that. Now, there is also certain guarantees that you get with Amdari when we apply to jobs for you. We did not used to do this. We recently started this. We apply to jobs for you. We take that burden off you, okay? And you are guaranteed of interviews. And there is no way you get the interview, guys, and you don't ace it. Because Amdari does not just give you project to work on. Amdari supports you through interview prep and also walking you through every step of the way, from technical assessment to interview to whatever the case is, right? So enrollment is £800 original fee, but early bird discount is £599. But like I said, you can secure your spot with as low as £100 tonight. Now, this whole we applying for you is only for everybody that enrolls today. With as low as 100, guys, you can secure your spot and indicate your interest. Now, this £100 makes us add you to the group of people that we will be working with. What do I mean working with? In terms of applying to jobs for you. Every intern at Amdari, we don't apply on your behalf. We support you with job application and literally everything, but we don't take that, application off you. You'd still apply by yourself. But because we want to do more, we're applying for people right now. But because of capacity purposes, guys, we can't apply for everybody. So we make it first come, first serve. So you're able to secure your spot tonight. I will encourage you to seal your spot with £100. And I'm going to share the enrollment link with us right now so that you can. Now, we have about 10 more slots. So please, as long as you're able to secure your spot, because we started this whole cohort last week, okay? And we're only taking 50 people for this job application support, because again, guys, it's a lot of work to apply on behalf of people. And we're not applying for the sake of applying. We're applying and guaranteeing you 3 interviews. There is no way you will not ace one of these and get the job. What about those that started the internship? So that's why I said, Bernard, that this is a new development and it's also for limited slots. Guys, you can already see it didn't exist before. This is a new initiative. This is a new development for us at Amdari, and we would love to do this with so many more people. So if you're able to secure your spot today, it's not open to within the new week, right? It is going to close because we cannot work with too many capacity. We will fail to deliver. We will not be able to deliver, right? So we want to work with just a small people in terms of helping you apply to jobs. So that's the enrollment link. Now, I mentioned that you can secure your spot with £100 today. I'll show you how. And you can pay lesser than $5.99, okay? You can pay $4.99 by doing one-time payment, because this right here is 4 installments. That's the good part. This is 4 installments, not one-time payment. And you can secure your spot by going with 7 installments also. And I'm going to show us how that works out right about now, after which I am coming to take questions. So let's come here. Once you click on the enrollment link that I dropped in the chat, you're going to get redirected to this page. Okay, on this page, just scroll down to the program of choice. You can see we have all the programs I've been mentioning. Click on apply here. Okay, once you click on apply here, you're redirected. You're redirected to the enrollment page. Okay, on the enrollment page, or rather details page. So on the details page, please ensure you fill you can read more about it right here, okay? You can see this is the co-founder of Amdari, Amdari Approach. These are some of the mentors you will get to work with. Amazing professionals that put their hearts to this. That's one thing that excites me about this internship, is because we know that we're handing you over to people that will care for you and your career journey. That is not something I will ever doubt, okay? So these are amazing people you get to work with. These are mentors specific to your niche. These guys you see on my screen are project managers. You check for SOC, you see for SOC. You check for GRC, you see them. Different faces, okay? These are the amazing people you work with. Now, scroll back up, click on apply now. Once you click on apply now, you get redirected to the page that shows you the details of how to secure your spot. Guys, once again, please, if you've not filled the attendance form, ensure you fill it, okay? But I'll come back to that shortly. Let's focus on how to secure our spots. Again, just 10 more slots. Fastest finger first. Or let me say first come, first serve. Okay? So once you're here, just scroll down. When do you want to start? See, September is already a few weeks away. October, a couple of weeks away. But what better time to start than yesterday? Because honestly, you could already have a job by October or November. So why not start in September? And I'm not even saying this with a doubt in me, because I know that this works so well. So you can go with the full payment, which is £49, £499, sorry, £499. You can go with the smart plan, which is £599. First installment, £149. Second installment, £150. Third, so that's 4. You spread it across 4 months. You're done paying in November. Guys, you're done paying in November. Then Flexi plan is the one with 7 installments. You reserve your spot today with £100 and you spread the remaining £99 across other weeks. So this one is bi-weekly, okay? Secure your spot with 100 today. In 2 weeks' time, 91. In 2 weeks' time, another 91. And that is £650, okay? So pick whichever plan works for you. Is it the full payment plan that works? Is it the smart plan that works for you? Or is it the flexi plan that works for you? Remember, Amdari has you in mind, and we made it easy for you to still enroll regardless of the plan you're going for. You can start with as low as 100. If you so want to be part of the people that we would apply, again, we're applying for you. You're not the one applying. You're not stressing yourself. And we're guaranteeing you 3 interviews. And like I said, we're already prepping you for all these interviews. So it is going to be almost impossible not to get the job, right? So we're going to be prepping you for every interview you have. So enrolling today means your next payment by default is 5th of September. That's because I picked smart plan, not the bi-weekly plan, guys. So whichever plan works for you. And if you want to save more, just pay the $4.99 1 installment and you're good to go. Then click on I confirm my information is correct. I have read the terms and condition. Please read the terms and condition because it also has a lot of policies that you might want to read. Refund policy, deferment, all of that. Guys, this is a very flexible program and it's a 0 risk program. Click on pay, okay? Because honestly, imagine someone taking up the burden of job application and you just have to do, focus on building the skills, get the interview, and ace the interview. You're already doing the true work, which is truly building the skill. So someone applying for you is just taking away the most difficult aspect of this whole thing, right? Which is even boring, applying to jobs. Come on, just tell me I have an interview. I'm already building skills. I know my stuff already. I'm skilled. Let me just go and ace the interview. And you have every information you need. So right here, fill in your card details and click on pay. And because of time, I will not be filling my card details, but I'll just play a video that has been pre-recorded so that we can just wrap up. Like I said, this is the last bit. I'm like literally done. So guys, please, as you're filling the form, or rather as you're making payment, bear in mind that there is a form to fill, which I would like you to see how that works. Okay. So once you've paid, like you see here, click on pay and you're redirected. See, it tells you processing and then it's done. And then you're redirected to fill a form. Please ensure you fill this form. Fill this form because it's your enrollment form. It's how we send you your what's it called? Internship confirmation letter. It's how we add you and of course add you to the group of people who are going to be applying to jobs for. Because like I said, capacity is filling up. Okay. So select skill level, intermediate, beginner, and then country of residence, UK, US, Canada, Ireland. Honestly, it doesn't matter. Even if it's Nigeria, like I'm trying to remember, I think it's Abdullah. So what influenced your decision? You can type it. Oh, I need sponsorship job. Oh, I need a job. Oh, I need experience. Type it. Which of our sessions influenced your decision to join this session? By virtue of being on the call with me today, guys, please select job hunt session. Okay, this is the job hunt session. So on that session of influence, select job hunt session. Okay, and that is all. Your payment is successful. You go to dashboard, and from the dashboard, you can build personal portfolio websites. Honestly, guys, there is nothing I'll tell you about Amdari internship that will truly cover the awesomeness of this experience. And one thing that excites me is seeing truly how people go from not having work experience to starting this and becoming job ready. And the result is just so impressive. And honestly, I'm speaking to you today on the call as somebody that has really gone through this journey. It's one of the reasons why we started Amdari. Personally gone through the journey of transitioning into tech, building experience. I've gone through the journey of working with people who moved to tech. I've seen people, my colleagues, friends I made in the industry. The journey is similar. Everybody had to, at one point, do an internship. You just need that, you just need that access first, that entry. So even if that access comes unpaid, yes, right? So because you're doing something to get something back, you're giving your own energy, time, and all that to learn, to make mistakes in a controlled environment, because now they understand that you're an intern, so they would not so pressurize you. These are more people who have been able to secure roles in the UK. This is Margaret. Again, I'll just gloss over this because I know you'll still go through it yourselves after the session. Guys, these are people that join our session, like you're on the call with me today, and with different doubts in mind. But something just kind of overshadowed everything else, which is, let me just give it a try. Now, I'm not speaking to you as a co-founder of Amdari, but I'm speaking to you as, like I said, someone who has gone through this tech journey, somebody who has experienced the reality of how recruitment happens. And just see it as hearing something from a sister that would naturally just care about your growth and advancement in the tech world. Trust me, internship works, but the type of internship that comes with support, guidance. If you don't win in this program, and I make a promise that at the end of the day, we do not fulfill, one thing happens. You're not going to recommend Amdari. You most likely will not complete your payments. You see all those breakdown payments? Yes. You won't complete it. You would leave like as fast as anything, because you're not even obligated to complete it. But because we are social in our delivery and everything you get here, I promise you, this is a program you will not regret. So these are just more people that have gotten jobs in the course of the program, and I'm just skipping through them. You can see everybody's LinkedIn faces, evidence, their profile, literally everything is right here. So I'd like you to, of course, fill the attendance form so that I can send this to you. This is Stephanie. So one thing I love about Stephanie, I was almost going to skip her slide. Stephanie interned with us. She was one of our first sets as far back as 2024. Yes, she interned with us in 2024, guys. November was the first cohort, the first internship cohort of Amdari. She joined the program. I remember Stephanie's concern about getting a job, and being stuck the entire time and everything. I won't tell you guys that, oh, Stephanie got a job in the program. No, she didn't get it while she was in. She got it immediately after the program. She got it immediately after the internship. And it was so great to see how someone had so much concern, like so much doubt. But at the end of the day, it paid off. Honestly, that's always the beauty. People deciding to take that leap of faith and you truly making sure that they do not regret it. So I'm telling you honestly on this call that this is one decision that I would advise you honestly to take. I'm skipping all this honestly because of time. Like I'm literally skipping everybody, but you will see their stories. Everybody join a call like you're on the call with me. Amazing people, but just one struggle. I need UK work experience. Oh, they said they cannot hire me if I don't have experience. Oh, I've been stopped. My CV never gets shortlisted. Oh, I never ace interview. You know, all of those concerns. Oh, I need reference. Guys, don't worry. I'm skipping all this because I know you will still go through it. So please, guys, ensure you fill the attendance form. I am sending my slides to you. Like I said, for the one where we apply to jobs for you, for the one where we literally take off that burden of job application, we have just 10 more slots. You heard Bernard who says he's currently enrolled with us. It's not something that existed before now, honestly, right? We started this time around and we're taking just the first 50 people and we have 10 more slots left. By the way, these 50 people are across different teams. Everybody's joining different teams. So it's not like all of you are going to be lumped up in one. No, like it's different teams. It spreads across because we want you to still have that individual feel and experience. Okay, so please ensure you fill the attendance form so you can get the slide and ensure you enroll today. £100 and you're locking the spot to get somebody to apply to jobs and hold them by the neck and say, you guys said I would get 3 interviews. Yes, because you will get 3 interviews. That's a guarantee. And then we would ensure you ace those interviews. We try to shy away from promising jobs because we know that there are external factors that we cannot control. But the best we can do is make sure that you ace interview. And we're coming with the knowledge of the industry. Like I said earlier, I'm not the only one you're working with. You're going to be working with different people. We have other co-founders too. Ifemena Ipro, currently based in Canada, Adeza Suleiman also. They both also moved to the UK, masters, struggled to get a job, worked with warehouse for a year. Then Ifemena eventually got a job as a BI analyst and got sponsored. Honestly, all this, you see all these stories, all this journey, we're very much familiar with it. And like I said earlier, that's why we even started Amdari. So your journey from I need a job to I got the job. Like everybody have shown us on the call today, starts here. They started here, they joined us here, they listened in, they took the action, even though sometimes there are doubts. Am I sure? Am I sure? You would not know until you try, right? You would not know. And that's why we made it easy for people to also test this out. There is installment option. Try it out, right? See if this is going to be worth your time. And I'm personally telling you, it is going to be worth your time. So I'm taking questions right about now, but let me answer 4 questions that we always get. £600 is expensive. I cannot afford it. Trust me, with the roles you're getting into today, guys, your first 3 months, right? You most likely would have gotten a job in 3 months from now. That typically means you would already be earning about times 12 or times 20 of what you would invest in embarking on this journey. That's because every career path has a salary of within the range of 50K to 80K. 80K is even me trying not to overshoot it. Some of these roles pay 100. Some of these roles pay 110, right? It depends on the company, right? It depends on the company. So imagine just investing. It's $599. The original fee is 800, right? It's not 600. I made a mistake there. It's 800, but we're running an early bird discount. Even this early bird discount itself closes tomorrow, midnight. That's the one that extends till 24 hours. But the one for apply to jobs for me, Omomi and team, apply to jobs for me, get me 3 interviews. I don't want to know how that happens. You guys just owe me that. You told me I was going to get that. Yes, that one ends tonight because we honestly want to, we want to just work with little people, so it's not too much, right? But then the main discount of $599 instead of 800, that one closes tomorrow midnight, cross over to Monday, right? So it closes by that time. All right. So another thing we get a lot is, oh, I'm too busy, I don't have time. Before I talk about being busy, If I had also felt this way of, oh, tech trainings are expensive, oh, the cost of doing an internship is enormous, blah, blah, blah. Guys, I know you don't know my personal story, but take it from me that know my story. That journey changed my life. Like, it changed my entire life. I promise you. As someone who grew up in the northern part of Nigeria, not a lot of stories. It changed that, just deciding to transition into tech, but also becoming so skilled very early, right? Becoming so skilled very, very early. Trust me, I don't want to say more than that. Now, another thing we hear a lot is, I'm too busy, I don't have time. This is flexible. The internship is Mondays to Fridays. You're expected to commit a minimum of 1 hour per day to working on these projects that you'll be assigned, okay? Each project will take 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. You're covered if you have zero knowledge in terms of, oh, I've never worked anywhere, I have never, trust me, you have nothing to fear. This internship is about hand-holding. Even though it's practical, even though it's very technical, we still hold your hand, because that's the essence of an internship, a safe place for you to make mistakes while you're learning. So nothing is expensive. No company is losing money. No company is, do you get that? Because you get the proper guidance. In a company that has hired you, they believe you're an expert. Nobody's going to guide you. So if you fail and it affects the company's money, it comes on you. Oh, I thought you said, things like that. But because you're guided, you're like handheld in this program. Those mistakes that might cost money, your line manager knows that you're here to learn. So they will provide you with that guidance. So all of those expensive mistakes are properly curbed and you're worked through the entire thing. The internship is online. It's like working in a remote team. And you guys would have team meetings twice every week. It's a remote internship, 100%. It's like working in any remote team, okay? How do I know this will actually give me value? That's why I showed us the different people that have gotten jobs so far. And honestly, I would not want to make up anything or say anything else in addition to what I have said. I would say, honestly, a trial will just clear your doubts. Like, you would literally just see how this works out, okay? But trust me, this program assures you of so much, and it just takes taking that step. What if I finish and still cannot get a job? Amdari works with you until you get the job. And because we know the jobs exist, we know, trust me, the farthest our interns have gone before getting a job is 3 months after the internship. 3 months after the internship. So if you don't get a job in the 4 months, which is a possibility, like I said, I won't say that, oh, no. So it's possible you don't get it in 4 months. Amdari keeps working with you. But that's where the advantage of we applying on your behalf comes in, right? Personally, for us at Amdari, we are trying to increase the number of people that get successful in this internship within that period of them being here, not even after. So that's why we personally said, okay, there are still some mistakes that people make when applying to jobs. Let's work with some people, but we can't work with everybody. How do we make this work? Let's work with early enrollees. Let's work with early enrollees and let's see how that works out. So trust me when I say that the result is guaranteed. So Surajuddin says, if no experience in tech at all, but choose to do data analytics. So guys, I'm done with answering some of the pressing questions we typically get. But if I still have not touched your own question, feel free to raise your hand. I am more than happy to take it, okay? But if you want to type, that's fine. I'll still read the chat. But please raise your hand if you have a question for me. And please do not forget, this is the enrollment link. So you secure your spots tonight before the enrollment for the job application closes. The job application offer is just for tonight, guys. So Surajuddin, I'm back to you. If no experience in tech at all, but choose to do data analytics, is this program the best for me? And will it take me from scratch to a job? Okay, so when you say no experience in tech, you mean you've not worked in tech. Trust me, you can definitely do this. That's who Amdari was built for. The no experience guys, the I need experience guys. That's what Amdari is built for. As long as you have the foundational knowledge, which is honestly, courses just give you theory. They give you basic concepts, nothing much. And Amdari even went ahead. Let me see if I can quickly show you guys. Amdari went ahead to even build a crash course page. You can take these crash courses for free. There are no hidden charges with Amdari. The pricing you've seen me mention on the call today is all you pay till you're done with the program, getting a job, and even job application support is lifelong. It's not one-off. It's not only when you're in the program, even after the internship. We are personally committed to keep supporting and guiding you. So let me show you. We have crash courses on Amdari website. Yeah, it says it's learn. So once you enroll today, for example, Surajuddin, you can come on this website and already start taking courses. So once you're done paying, you just see that part that says go to dashboard. Once you're on the dashboard, just click on learn. All right, just click on learn. Once you click on learn, you would find yourself on this page where you can take crash courses in health tech analysis. Can you see? Data analytics, data science, even data engineering crash courses here. Like I was responding earlier to, I can't remember who asked. If
Sorry, you're not sharing your screen, please. We can't
not
see it. You are not sharing. We can't see it.
Okay, sorry. So I actually clicked on it already. I didn't realize I wasn't displaying. So let me stop sharing and reshare. Thank you so much for calling my attention to that. Okay. Thank you.
Welcome. You're welcome.
Yeah, so I'm here now. Let me be sure you guys can see it before I proceed. Yes, Benga, that's what I'm saying. And I'm not mincing my words. Trust me. We will support you until you get the job. Let me say it one by one so that it doesn't sound like I am mumbling my words together. That's the guarantee, Benga. Okay? So yes, this is it. I believe you guys can see now. I saw the thumbs up. So these are the crash courses on the dashboard. You come to learn, and right here, you can take these courses for free. Sorry, let me just scroll down gradually instead of the way I'm doing it. So you can see here, data science course, data analytics course, health tech analysis course, GRC course, ethical hacking, although we scrapped these ones in the internship, but we still have the crash courses. So anybody even interested in learning more, you can be interning as a project manager in Amdari, but you've never taken a business analysis course and you want to do that. You can take those courses for free. These courses are from our training partners, Tenalytics. They are accredited, like it's an accredited company, a training company, and you're taking this course for free on Amdari website. Like I said, no hidden charges, guys. It's just really packed, right? So you can take any of the crash courses by clicking. So I can click on this one, for example, just to walk you guys through it. Project management. It's a way to just filter and say, I just want to see project management courses. And you see, it says project management crash courses. And I can click here. So you're starting in September. You have 3 weeks to just brush up your knowledge or learn a few things and you just get straight into it. And if it's that, oh, you've taken the course for a while, you're forgetting some things, still the same thing. Come here 3 weeks ahead. You're already like giving yourself that, sorry. Yeah, I'm here now. So this is actually where the courses are. And these courses are in partnership again, like I said. And you can see comments from some of our interns that are taking the course. Because you can drop comments, see? And this person says very insightful. This is the course page loading. I muted it, don't worry. That's why you won't hear anything.
Welcome to the first module of the Agile Project Management course. My name is Elizabeth Nana, and
Yeah, so that's just how it is. All these courses exist here for every different program that I've mentioned. So like I said, you're not paying for these courses. There is no hidden charges. This is just everything you get. And like I said earlier, yes, Amdari works with you until you get the job. So I hope I've answered your question now. I want to be sure I remember who asked me the question. Will data engineering be part of the next cohort? No, like data engineering is totally scrapped from Amdari. It's totally scrapped as our offering. The last time we offered it was 2 months ago. So if you were on the call with us in this is June. If you joined our June class, you would have been able to enroll. So yeah. Tori says, okay, I am asking cause. Okay, I think I missed the first part of your question, Tori. But I hope I answered your question, Surajuddin. Just give me thumbs up if I did. Momo, okay, I answered Momo. Yes, the internship is remote. Bernard says, I trust you guys, so I am done with my payment. Oh, okay. Bernard, did you just enroll or did you just enroll? Oh, okay, Surajuddin, yes to the other one. Bernard, did you just enroll? You can just type your response while I look at other people's question. I think Tori typed something at the top. Do we have to enroll to get the list? No, Tori, you don't have to enroll to get that list. I'm sending that list to you for being on the call with me today. So you don't have to enroll to get that list. You have to enroll to get the job application support, like we applying for you on your behalf and getting you interviews, 3 interviews. and ensuring that you ace those interviews. So that's what you have to enroll to get. But to get everything on the slide and all that, let me see. Okay, Azizat already even answered, because I filled out most of the attendance, but never. Okay, sorry about that, Tori. I'm going to definitely ensure you receive this one. Please do you check your junk folder, because I have been personally sending out these things in the last couple of weeks, right? And I don't miss anybody. So please maybe check your junk folder also. But trust me, you're going to receive the one for tomorrow. Except if your email is not right sometimes, because I always get like another message that says something wasn't delivered because the email was wrong. So that's also another challenge. Sometimes some people's email was either typed wrongly, maybe a word was missed and all that. Funny enough, I was about to read Ifeanyi's question, but I see your hand is raised. So let me just see if I missed anything from anyone. Okay, I think I answered everybody from that top part. Let me just quickly see what's Momo typed. I studied business administration and major in marketing and public relations undergrad. Currently doing my master's in environment development and politics. Is it possible for me to step up for cost altogether in the same course or separate payment for all? Oh yeah, so all programs are like separate payments, right, Momo? But you can do your internship under business analysis, right? Except you're interested in project management, right? So I would also advise doing 2 at the same time at most. So don't do 3 programs at the same time. You might not get the value that you want just because you're overwhelmed. So it's best to either start 1 and do another, or do 2 at a time, which I personally don't immediately always recommend, except you're not busy. But from what you described, you seem like you would already be super busy. So I'd advise maybe 1 at a time, right? And you can start with business analysis, honestly, just given what you've done already. Okay. I'm interested in, you said PM. Oh, okay. See, I didn't even see that you mentioned PM, business analysis and data analytics. So Momo, do 1 first, okay? Do 1 first or 2. If you're not too busy, do 2 at the same time. But if you're too busy, you can start with 1. So if PM supersedes the others in terms of interest, you can start with project management, or you can start with business analysis, or you can start with data analytics, but you can start with 1. Oluwatoyin, you want to enroll? Yes, so I dropped the enrollment link earlier. Did you miss it? So I'm dropping it right now. Like I said, you can secure your spot tonight with either £100 for the bi-weekly payment, which is 7 installments, or you can do the smart plan, which is 4 installments every month. So it's 149 today, right? And then your subsequent months, you pay 150. This is the enrollment link I just dropped for you, Toyin. So please use the enrollment link to secure your spot. Okay. If I see your hand is raised, so I will just allow you ask this question in person, or rather, Baba, sorry. I am ready to enroll. Okay, Tony, I already responded to that. Tijani says I'm interested in project management and BA. So do I proceed from? How do I proceed from here? Use this link, Tijani. I just dropped the link, so just use this link, okay? Follow the steps I took the other time, but if you've forgotten, I'll still walk us through it. So let me just take Ifeanyi's question, and then I'll take Toyin's question as well. Thank you all so much. I really appreciate you for being here and for being so engaging. Hi. Yeah. So right now, I'll come to you shortly. Yeah, Ifeanyi, I can hear you.
Okay, so I want to know because initially I wanted to register for the data engineering, but I got an internship in London, so I wanted to complete the internship, then register for the data engineering. So, but now I'm hearing that it's scrapped. So I don't know. Does it mean that data engineering does not worth it? Because, like, I just want to understand.
Okay. Thank you very much for that. So it's not like it's not worth it, but the demand, employment-wise, is not high. And right now, data analyst role is even being compressed with that of a data engineer. So you see a data analyst expected to be able to interact with the cloud servers, be able to fetch data from whatever source you have, it's Cloudways or Cloudflare or any cloud platform. And like I said something earlier about this career path being future-proof. Now, there are aspects of data analytics that AI is slowly replacing. There are some things you can use AI for. So the way data analytics is getting more solid is making sure that they have other complementary skills. So why do I need to hire a data engineer when I already have a data analyst? Can't you fetch the data? Can't you build the pipeline? Can't you do? So some companies are compressing it. And because some of these companies don't also understand the difference, that compression is now making it affect data engineers. So there is a higher demand by default for data science, data analytics, when you compare it to data engineering. Now, even looking at the fact that they are compressing what a data engineer will do and putting it under the job description of a data analyst. Many of our interns have sent this to us firsthand. Oh, boy. And that was why we decided to design Amdari's data analytics internship to start covering cloud services. We deliberately started doing that because most of the job applications, when they apply to jobs and they have interviews coming up, we read it and we realize that, okay, this is data engineering. Why are these guys, merging it together and all that? So we started expanding the curriculum for the work experience program for data analytics, rather, to cover some cloud, infrastructures. So yes, data engineering job vacancy is not a lot. It's not a lot. And our interns struggle to get a job in that niche. But you see data analytics, before you say Jack, we have lots of people getting a job in like a week. Even project management, we have a lot of people, even business analysis. So we had to scrap data engineering because the demand is not so high. Yeah, just to answer your question that way.
Okay, one last question. Can I go on?
Yes, please, yes.
For this data stuff, what's the main difference between this data analyst and business analyst? Because they both use SQL, right?
Yes, they both do. So I always love to say something. Where the job of a data analyst ends, that's where that of a business analyst starts. Now, even though a business analyst can still analyze data, can make sense of data, right? But the main job is using that data to make informed decisions, execute, implement. But a data analyst focuses on just getting this data, cleaning this data, analyzing this data to find patterns, right? To identify areas of improvement for a business or whatever the case is. And once they do that, they come up with their report. In that report, there is recommendation, again, based off patterns and other things identified. Now, that recommendation has to be implemented by somebody. That somebody most likely is a business analyst. In some companies don't even have a business analyst, but companies that do have it, right, or that do have them, they take up that job and continue to implement. So I understand the data, and the business analysts also are able to strategize in a way that uses data, not assumption, not, oh, maybe this, maybe that. They are able to truly question the standing of things, why something is not working, immediately from the perspective of somebody that understands the impact of data if and when they work with data. So they understand the business objectives, the metrics that are important, and the KPIs that should be focused on in terms of what they are, searching for or to improve a process. That's the business analyst. Now, when you do the analysis as a data analyst, who implements it? You just read it out and then that's it, right? So somebody enforces the implementation, brings together the team that has to implement it. So another key difference, apart from the technical side that separates them, a data analyst does not lead a team, but a business analyst is more like an operations manager. A business analyst can typically grow to the position of a COO, right? A chief operations officer or an operations officer or whatever the company decides, to name that title. For that operations role, yes, a business analyst is typically there. So a business analyst role is more of a leadership role, like a tech executive leadership role. Yeah, so that's on the operational side. And yeah, essentially, does that help?
Yeah, it helps. Okay, but what next? The next cohort, because currently I'm doing my internship now, so I don't know. Would there be any cohort around November, December?
Yes, we have another one in November. We have another one in December. Yeah.
Okay. Maybe by then, maybe I'll try and register for data stuff in data
Okay.
engineering. Yeah. Okay. Thank
All
you.
right. That's All right, thank you very much. Bernard says, I did project management with Analytics and we're starting, oh, okay, on Monday. So can I do this internship in business analysis, even though I just enrolled and paid? Yes, you can. You can. What course did you do at Analytics, Bernard? But yes, you can do business analysis. You can do business analysis. I'll take a look at the stuff right now. But you can do business analysis most definitely. Okay, so do I have any other question? Sorry, I'm trying to check something. Okay, let me check the comment. Okay, project management. Yes, you can do business analysis most definitely. But is there a reason why you're switching to business analysis, Bernard? Or you want, okay, I think you said you want to do two together, right? So let me take Oluwatoyin while Bernard types. Hi, Oluwatoyin. So sorry, I almost missed your hand that was raised. Hi, Toyin. If you're
Hello, hi.
speaking, muted. Okay, hi.
Yeah, good evening, and thank you so much for this webinar. Yeah, I want to ask a question. All along, I've really wanted something in cybersecurity, but because I haven't seen the opportunity, somebody introduced me to data analysis and all that, and somebody had been taking me in a particular program, data analysis unpaid program. Do you understand? But my main is like I really want something in cybersecurity. So I don't know if I could do the two together. I was planning joining Analytics for data analysis before, but because I saw this program and you guys are offering cybersecurity, so in my mind I was like, can I do the two together? Can I? I don't know really, but to be honest, my full interest is in cybersecurity.
Okay. So cybersecurity and which one? Because I think I missed the other career path.
Data analysis.
Data analytics. Okay. So I feel like you answered the question, and I'll tell you why I said that. I always tell people when it comes to picking a career path, everything else being equal, I'll mention those other things. Your interest is important. And because you already mentioned that your interest is in cybersecurity, that's why I said I feel you've answered it. But let me still answer the question as though you didn't say anything on that. Now, picking a career path in tech, you need to look at the demand so that you don't learn something that doesn't have much demand. And that would mean, okay, there is even no much demand, and then the competition is still stiff, right? Then demand is very important. Both career paths are in high demand, which makes it honestly equal. If we do much like a deep dive comparison, data analytics has way higher demand, right? But is cybersecurity in demand? Very much in demand. Just that when we compare to data analytics honestly leads, right? But cyber is also very, very much in high demand. Now, building these two career paths, they are two separate things because I wouldn't even say they have an overlapping aspect. They are two separate things. For cybersecurity, it's very technical. Data analytics is not so technical. The closest thing to a programming language in data analytics is SQL. And SQL syntax is very close to natural language syntax. So it's easy for people that don't like coding, I don't like anything technical, to go that route. So if you're that kind of person that, oh, I don't like technical stuff, you can do that. But if you love technical stuff, I, for one, picking my career path in tech, I went from, oh, I want everything or anything that is very technical. That was how I became a developer. Guess who left development for product management? Because now I wanted to be part of a team that influences decision. I don't want to sit down and just be coding. So you see how certain personality traits can sometimes redirect the journey. So that's why I'm advising that, okay, it's not just about one thing. It's about different factors that lead to that one decision. So career path in demand, both of them are in demand. Which one is technical? Cybersecurity. Data analytics, less technical. So what's your preference? Do you love technical stuff or not technical stuff? The second one is, okay, sorry, go on.
Yeah, I love technical stuff. Why I might not really consider data analysis is I believe I don't know if I could give attentions to that details and all of that.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? You know, as a data analyst, you should have full attention, as in you should be able to give attention to details. I've done some of their courses and I understand what it entails. I've done SQL and I'm still doing it. And I I don't have issues with SQL. Neither do I have issues with Excel or anything like that. But I am from, okay, my background is in network engineering, so networking to be precise. So I kind of prefer cybersecurity. You understand? But I don't know. I'm just at this point. I just don't know what. Yeah, the two. I
So
want the
honestly,
two.
I
I
think
don't know
you should
if I
just,
could do the two together. I don't know if I could
yeah,
just focus on.
yeah. So
Like I
so
told you, I'm
honestly, I would
currently doing a
say that,
training
oh, sorry,
in data analysis. So
yeah,
seeing this program, it's like opening me up to, oh, I can do my cyber here and blah blah blah. Like
yes,
that.
yes,
So
yes, yes. So you can either do the two together if your mind is very strong in terms of, oh, I want the two. Like your mind is strongly holding on to that. I would advise you do the two. Not just because your mind is also holding strongly to that, but I said something earlier about having complementary skills, right? Or other skills that just give you an edge. And trust me, a cybersecurity professional who is also very much conversant with what data analysis is can come in handy. But then, yes, what you said about data analytics role needing so much detail, like paying attention to detail, that's a non-negotiable skill set. It's a soft skill, but it's a non-negotiable. So some personal traits that can also sabotage you succeeding in a field. How can you work around that, right? Because those personal traits can either mean you win or it's a little bit of struggle in that career path. But if your mind
exactly,
is really
exactly.
with it, yeah. So that's why I am really tilting towards you going for cybersecurity. First, you've completed a course there. Second, it's definitely the one you prefer from everything you've said. So, data analytics, I love the fact that you started taking a course. It's brilliant, it's amazing. No skill set is a waste, no knowledge is a waste.
Yeah,
So, the
basically,
way that, yeah,
sorry for cutting you and sorry for taking your time. Basically, at the moment, I'm actually looking for job role that will give me sponsorship. You know that,
uh,
yeah, yeah. But of course, as much as I want that, I I want to go back to IT because I'm from IT. Yeah, so I want to go back and like that. That's why. And my interest
yeah.
has really been in cyber. So I
So
don't
there
know.
are career, sorry, I said career. There are cybersecurity roles that also comes with sponsorship. First, the salary threshold is way above, right? Some data analytics role, depending on the company, it doesn't even go past that 41K, right? 41K 700. It rarely even goes past it. So it depends on the company. But I would say that if honestly just go with cybersecurity, they still sponsor, they still have so many opportunities, and but just if we look at speed of getting a job, you get a job faster as a data analyst. That's just the truth. So if you're looking for how soon you get a job, even sponsorship wise, I mean, Pedro that I showed us earlier got a sponsorship role as a SOC analyst, which is under our cybersecurity program. So that's why I said if it's about sponsorship, it's not a problem. But if it's speed, like time to hire, data analysts tend, you see data analysts, project managers, business analysts, those three, they get jobs very fast. Speaking from Amdari internship and the success rate of these guys, like there are more successful guys in those career paths, like a whole lot more. Cybersecurity comes in fourth place, kind of, but it's not like the opportunities are not there. But in comparison, that's why I keep saying, okay, if we compare, some have it more. So if you're looking for fast, data analytics will give you fast. That's like, so if it's fast, go for data analytics. If
Okay,
it's passion,
fast. Okay, let me
yeah,
do fast, then passion. That was what I was thinking if I should do the two, because to be
yeah,
honest, at this point, the goal is I need the sponsor. I need to get out of where I am right
yeah.
now,
Go into
and
data
I need
analytics.
to, yeah.
Go for data analytics. I hope that helps, Uluwatoyin.
Yes, thank you so much.
All right, thank you very much. Okay, so Bernard, I saw your enrollment. Welcome on board. We are so glad. that you're joining us, and we look forward to working with you. So, guys, please, if you're securing your spots, Rajuddin, I noticed that you were already also at the point of securing your spots. So please ensure you fill the form once you're done. And for everyone else also trying to secure their spot, I see you. Just complete the process. So once you start it, it typically shows. So just make sure you complete the process before. I'm sure most people are also waiting for the session to be over. We're wrapping up in like 5 minutes or 2 minutes, right? I just want to take the last question. Pama, I've marked my attendance. How will I get the list of companies? I will send it to your email, Pama. And I love the fact that you're able to join us. I know you joined my clarity session within the last week, Pama. So I hope you're able to secure your spot today. So just secure your spot with £100. If you remember joining my session the last time, Pama, securing your spot was not £100, it was 200, and there was nothing in terms of what's it called. But this time around, the offer is different. That's why I said it is very, very limited. Very limited, guys. So please take advantage of this offer. Thank you so much. Guys, please, if you'd like to speak to me within the week, maybe because some of your questions you didn't get to ask me on this call, or it didn't come to mind, or yes, after the session, something comes to mind and you're like, oh, okay, I need to reach out to these guys. Please ensure you book clarity with us. My colleagues will drop the clarity link. So Umi or Azizat, please drop the clarity link in the chat so they can book. I'm available 1 p.m. Mondays to Fridays. Then I have my colleagues available 6 p.m. Mondays to Fridays. Another colleague of mine available 8 p.m. All of them career consultants, and they have worked in tech for the past 6 years, and they'll be guiding you through exactly how you can also transition fully. So thank you so much, guys. In the absence of any other question, like I said, my colleague will drop the link to book clarity. So you can pick 1 p.m. my time, 6 p.m. my colleague's time, and 8 p.m. my other colleague's time. Okay. So the link has just been dropped by Umi Abbas. So please ensure you click on it in case you have questions, you forget to ask me on this call, or time just did not permit us to, get all of that. But we look forward to having you, from Uche to Thembi to Adekemi to Surajuddin. Thank you so much, Wale. I hope you'll be joining us also. To okay, Eshojide, literally everybody, and Bernard and Eniola and Akode, Pama, Felix, Franklin, thank you so much. Awesome, Wale. We look forward to having you. Gio by GD4. I believe GD has joined one of our sessions before. Momo, thank you so much for the questions. Official Magdali, Olamide, Olasende. Okay, Olasende. Sorry, I missed the H and the S. Oluwatosi, my sister's namesake. Toyin, Simi, Surajuddin, Thembi. Thank you so much, guys. Tijani, thank you. Tijani, I hope you're securing your spot. Tori, Uche, Ufoma, Vivian, and Wally. I already booked a call with me. Okay, beautiful. I look forward to speaking to you on Monday, Wally. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, guys. Do have a restful weekend. Enjoy, enjoy, enjoy. Bye, guys. Thank you. Bye. Okay, I think Surajuddin dropped a message for me in the chat. Okay, yeah, he's still here. Okay, Surajuddin, after payment, yeah, so you're going to receive an email from us. And remember, I mentioned the stuff around us applying to jobs for you. So all of that would be sent over to you in the new week. So don't worry at all. You'll be hearing from us by Monday. The new week, you get an email from us, okay? Tijani, I also see that you're also about to secure your spot. So I don't know if Tijani is still here. Okay, he has left. Okay. All right. Thank you so much, guys. Bye.
Thirty-eight, 68, 38, 38, 68.